Hey guys, in this little segment, hopefully under 10 minutes, we are going to be teaching you what I would do. This is kind of like a discount ultralight kit, I guess you could say. Yeah, so all it is I'm sure you guys have all heard of it. Blue Diamond almond can. Okay, these things are great. It's great tasting almonds. I still have a few of them in here. This is Blazing Buffalo Wing. Definitely really good. So I'm going to go ahead and get all the materials prepared, and then we'll take you through the steps on what you're going to need to make this happen. Alright, hey guys, here's the next part of the trick. Sorry for the little bit of slant, but all I did was, you can see the rings right here, and this ring was initially in the can itself, around the top, and all I did is I took a can opener and just clipped it on there, just as if I was going to open up a can of soup, and then went around the edge, okay? Now, there's absolutely no problem with roughness, really. There is none, okay? It cuts it nice and clean, and it makes it a much more usable pot, okay? The next part, well, stay tuned for the next part. Alright, as you can see, guys, we're in a sink. And right here, we've just got a, again, Blue Diamond almond can. We washed out the inside. Now what we're going to do is we put a little bit of soap in there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to let the can soak in here to get rid of the label, okay? It's going to make it much easier to peel off. And if it's really, really, really hot water, it helps a lot. So just kind of let it soak. And yeah, just let it sit there, I guess. I'll be back with the next part. Alright guys, I let it soak in there for 5 to 10 minutes. The label almost just fell off the can, okay? That's it. It's just hot water from the tap. And that's it. So yeah, you're going to have these little sticky bumps, but those will just burn off after a few uses when you boil with the pot. So, that's that stuff done. Now to actually build the cookie. Alright, so now we pretty much got everything that we're going to need. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take an old pop can, okay, I just went to the recycling and found one. You're going to cut it right before it starts concaving up, like right here, and right before it starts concaving down right there, okay? So, to make a windscreen, just cut as much as you want, and then you can cut it down when you're actually using your stove. So, yeah, just stick a knife in there to get it started, and then use scissors. No need for tin snips or anything. It's just a pop can. It works just fine with just regular scissors. I recommend doing this over a sink, though, because pop will spill out, okay? So, yep, that's it. I'll do that, and I'll get back. And here's all the materials that we've got so far. Go ahead and go over what I used to make this. I used a knife and some scissors to cut out the windscreen, which is what this is, just the side of a pop can. You can use tin foil. This is what the lid's going to be made of. And by the way, for the lid, you're going to need about 1.5 to 2 feet if you want, but of heavy-duty aluminum foil. If you have anything thicker, it'd be great. This is what I have, so this is what I'm going to be folding up into a lid. But the windscreen, you're going to need some type of pot stand. If you're in metal shop at school or you have access to this at home, you can take, wire or thick metal strips and twist them to give it strength, and then forge it, so it's like this, and then this, and then this. You get 2 of them and lay them down in the dirt or sand or whatever, and it does make a nice little pot stand. So it's up to you. But this is what I've got, and then something to hold alcohol in. This is just a 1-ounce bottle of sample body wash that I got at the store. Definitely worth it. It holds alcohol like a charm. For a stove, I'm just using a little tea light. You can use whatever you want. I will say Intense Angler. He has a channel here on YouTube. He does show you how to make like a miniature, really, really cool stove, like a double-walled stove. It's just a V8. He calls it how to make a V8 stove or something like that. And then something optional that I really like is one of these little wristbands. This is just it says Live Strong on it, just for a lip guard, and it also doubles as a pot gripper, okay? So yeah, there's a pot, everything we have here. Now I'm going to fold up the lid, and I'm going to show you how I do that. So, here we go. One thing that I did want to mention, or should have mentioned, was to put the little lip ring on, again, just the little bracelet, but, because it does add a little bit of width. But I did already make the lid, alright, so, all this is just, it looks really, really nice right now. It might get a little bit crinkled, but yeah, this is why it pays to have heavy-duty aluminum foil, plus also double it over and triple it over and stuff. I did cut a little bit too close right there. This is what it should look like all the way around. Got a little bit short right there, but overall I'm pretty happy with it. So let's go ahead and we're gonna fold it open a little bit here, and put it onto the pot. See how well she fits. Yeah, I think that works pretty good. That little gap could have been avoided, but overall I'm pretty happy with it. So, yep. The next part is just going to be showing you how it all works, and that's it. Okay guys, sorry about a little bit of a slant again. The tripod's being a little bit weird, seeing as I did only pay $1 for it. Probably should expect that, but yeah. So all the garbage that we have now is accumulated up to the bottom and top of a pop can. The scraps of the tin foil. This isn't garbage. These are still good. We're not going to be using the lid in this make of it. You can use it, but I find that it melts when you're actually burning with it on there, so I don't use it. And then the lip ring, that's all garbage. So with this whole kit, this kit is pretty much priced like there's no money involved really, because this is pretty much the only thing you have to buy. You can go to Home Depot and get a whole roll of it for like 10 or 12 bucks. Comes in huge quantities. This is just hardware cloth, okay? Yeah, so now I'm going to show you how I put it all together. Basically, I take the stove, whatever it is, I use a tea light, and I put it down. I pour a little bit of liquid into it, or prime it, or whatever, but for this one, you just pour a little bit of liquid, light it, and then what I find is best is to actually take the windscreen, try to stay on camera here, and wrap it around the pot stand, okay? And then actually take that whole setup and place it over that, like that, okay? And then, open the windscreen up, set your pot on there, open up your lid a little bit to let it sit on there correctly, and then set it on. And that's the whole setup. Again, you have 1 ounce of alcohol. You can buy different, bottles for holding alcohol. I'm just showing you something that you can find around the house. Sorry about the lighting, but I just realized that. But yeah, that's the whole cook set, guys. This is very, very similar to what I use. I thought I'd make another one just for having the sake, just because they're so cheap, and I can carry this one on day hikes now. So, yep, that's it. Again, the whole cook set's free, depending on how resourceful you are. And yeah, everything just should nest if you've cut it all down correctly. I'm not even gonna bother to stop the video. I'm just gonna cut about a 1/4 of an inch off here. These scissors, like this. And what this is gonna allow me to do is take my pot stand, wrap it around, take the windscreen, wrap it around the pot stand, put that inside, then put your alcohol, which should sit in there something like that. You can also put the pot stand outside around it. And then I put my little stove in there, add that trash pile, and you can put a little rubber band around the entire system, and you're good to go. Set the camera off the tripod. Alright, so that's the entire kit, guys. That's it. So hopefully this video isn't too long, and hopefully you learned something. Yep. I have a boil test on a pot just like this, so it's called my Super Ultralight Cook Kit, and this is how I made it. That's it, guys. Please comment, rate, subscribe. See you in the next video.